Oh, when I made my pattern, I actually set the ball in a position, if you remember. Well, it's actually not quite. It's not actually quite centered. So, when I checked it, it was actually a bit off the center. So, what I'm doing at the moment is I'm using a wheel. It's actually a grinding wheel. It's for the electric drill. It's actually. This is the funny part. It's actually about the same size as my rubber ball. So yeah. So I'm basically hand grinding and putting pressure on to adjust the center point where the ball sits. So kind of handy that I actually had a grinding stone that was exactly the same size. That is what you call synchronicity. Synchronicity. You know, when the universe is working in your favour. Actually, the grinding ball is a fraction bigger, but yeah, but with wear and tear on the other side, it's actually about the same. Yeah, on this face here is about the same. So anyway, I've been grinding to make it so that it actually sits properly, because I can tell by the centre, because there's a bit more on that side than there is on that side, and I want to get it balanced properly. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you that. I can't actually grind this while I'm filming, because I have to hold both pieces in my hand. But anyway, you get the idea. Thanks for watching. Right, my new mould, and that's the baby one. That's the one for the small washer couplers, and this is the big one. It's not perfect. Obviously, I had to trim the centre from the pillar because it's got to be separate. But it's not perfect, but it'll work. It'll do the job. I mean, I've got some little blemishes, which was where there were some voids and where I'd filed it. But they're irrelevant. All these do is hold where the washers go. The important factor is actually I'll show you the original pattern just a minute. My original pattern, I actually put some nail varnish around, and I reamed out the middle part, as you can see from the previous video, using that stone ball thing. And obviously filing in between the slots, you do get some slight imperfections, which is what shows up on the rubber mould, but that's irrelevant, because what's important is that the washers go in there, and it doesn't really matter how smooth they are. It's just the outside, it's the aesthetic appearance of the external, really, that matters. Just looks good. And the edges are going to be clamped in against rubber foam anyway, inside the bobbin, the concentric, sorry. And yeah, so anyway, that's the original pattern. I got it pretty centered now. Nicely centered, and also centered there as well, so the balls can sit. Depending on which size ball I use, actually. I mean, obviously the big ball would only be useful for the pyramid bobbins, the one with the large hole in the middle. So I'll probably be using a ball bearing about this size. A bit bigger than that one though, because I've got to order some actually. So there's going to be a ball bearing slightly bigger than that. This is 1/2 inch, and I've ordered a 3/4 inch. No, sorry, yeah. No, not 3/4 inch. I think it's 10/8. No, was it 10/16? I think is the bearing I'm going to be ordering. So this is 1/2 inch. So it's going to be slightly bigger than this one, which will go on that side. No, it will actually go on that side. Yeah. Anyway, I'm getting confused. But basically, I have a slightly larger ball on the side where the output is. That fits in quite nicely now, that side. But these couple up to the steel washers. And the reason for the sizes as well is to make sure that it meets the steel washers at the right angle and everything. Anyway, just thought I'd show you that, because obviously the bigger the ball, the more tilt there is on the steel washer. And that actually affects the angle of the magnetic field as it's going past the magnets which are on the edges. Anyway, you get the idea. Well, anyway, back to the mould. It's good. It's come out really well. Really, I'm quite happy. And the bottom is perfect, right at the bottom. But you can't really get the light on it properly actually, because I can't tell this inside out because it's joined at the membrane at the base. But I was able to get the pattern out, no problem. Which is important because it means that the casts will come out, no problem as well. So anyway, you get the idea. So I'll be casting a big one later on. So anyway, thanks for watching.